And that's actually what I want to talk about next, which is more on the higher level, which is now we have to work with the investment level with all of these bankers and people with a lot of money, or people that need to move a lot of money, or people that need a lot of money, as opposed to these really incremental, piecemeal kinds of transactions. And that is the story of, and Sean, I know we've been talking about this for a while, but the decentralization of development finance, right? And so all of these different types of pieces that we're putting together, IXO included, is part of our story at Shanzhai City. It's part of our story, along with the time banks, with the micro social impact bonds, with universal basic income, with all these different kinds of lending projects that we're doing, using blockchain and smart contracts, and giving wallets to these communities and have never, they're just using cell phones for the first time, or whatnot. And this story of decentralizing development finance, it's kind of like I don't know. It's a story that's bigger than what I feel like I'm worthy to tell. But my story is, it's sort of like decentralizing the World Bank, right? Nothing against the World Bank. It's just that I think there are a lot of gaps that need to be overcome. And this is something that plays very well now that we're talking with much larger investors, much larger pools of capital. To them, doing things like microfinance, doing things like direct donation aid. Yeah, these are cool things to do. But if we're saying we can actually make a decentralized development bank out of this, out of the aggregation of all these tools that we're putting together, they're very much behind that. And does this have a name yet? Not yet. I mean, I think there's a name, but we'll share it later. But this is like the direction that we're going. And I don't think we're the only ones. I think there's actually a few different groups out there. I know there's a team that's based in Oakland. We just met them for the first time a couple of months back. I forgot what they're called. But if there's the two of us doing this, I think there should be several of us. And I look forward to the moment that all these kinds of development finance entities start sprouting up around the world to basically address the fact that all of these kinds of centralized and top-down systems really are not cutting it for what the rest of the world, what the developing world really needs.